It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to make this video. I've been meaning to make this video for about a solid week and a half, and I'm finally getting around to it because this is a fighter that really, in a major way, made an impression on me. You know, we got fighters that be in their like mid-20s, 25 fights, 28 fights, and they ain't fought nobody. Like, they're not fighting top competition. They're not even fighting guys that high in the rankings, and they'd be like world champions sometimes. So with that being said, I had a chance to finally get my first look at this kid, Elijah Garcia. And Elijah Garcia fought, you know, a decent fighter, in Amilcar Vidal from Uruguay, who was a Samson Lukowicz fighter. Amilcar Vidal, you know, I was never really the high I saw him. I thought he was a solid fighter, but I never viewed him as a guy that won a world title. But he's definitely, you know, a top contender in a very thin middleweight division. He's a top 10 contender, and he was the number 9 contender coming into the fight when he fought Elijah Garcia. Now, the reason why I was impressed is because Elijah Garcia is 19 years old. He's super duper young in general, especially for boxing, and even more younger when you consider him fighting guys like, you know, Amilcar Vidal, you know, legitimate, credible contenders in the weight class. You know what I'm saying? So he fought him, and man, I loved what I saw from the first round. You know, just the body language he had as a southpaw. He's a power punching southpaw. He never looked out of place. He held his ground very well. And don't get it twisted, Amilcar Vidal is a high volume fighter. He throws a lot of punches. So he did hit Elijah Garcia a little bit here and there, and he, you know, bloodied his nose a little bit. But Elijah Garcia behaved like a fighter, and to see that from a young 19-year-old kid like him in a fight against a legitimate top 10 contender, it really early in the fight planted a seed in my head that he's not no regular 19-year-old. And as the fight went on, you know, he eventually wound up folding up and stopping Amilcar Vidal with a barrage of punches and just heavy shots to get him out of there. So honestly, you look at what he did with that one win against Amilcar Vidal, a top 10 contender in the middleweight division. To me, he already has a better win on his resume than a lot of the guys in the middleweight division. Like, he got a better win on his resume than probably, yeah, I would say he probably has a better win than, yeah, he got a better win than Johnny Beck. Like, honestly, he's not, like, I'm not trying to shit on Johnny Beck, but like Amilcar Vidal is better than, or at the same level as a lot of the guys Johnny Beck's been fighting. So he's definitely one of the guys I'm looking out for in this weight class. You know, right now as it stands, if we're looking at like what could be next for Elijah Garcia, he has just now cracked the top 15 of the IBF rankings. So there's that. And then apparently, according to his Instagram, he says that he's the number 11 middleweight contender, but I don't see it right here on the WBC website, and I don't see it on Boxing Scene either. So I don't know about that. But he's ranked. He's at that point now where he's ranked and he's on the radar, and I think people need to pay attention to him. You know, he definitely showed that he belongs in this division. He belongs with the top contenders because he beat the top contenders. So that's how you used to do it. This is how it used to be done in the old days when boys were boys and men were men. You know, fighters used to actually have to go in the ring and prove what they were. They didn't have a network and a manager, you know, push them down your throat and tell you they were good. They had to actually go in there and show you they were good, and he showed us that he was good. And he might have ruined Amilcar Vidal. We don't know. We'll see how Vidal comes back, but just a really good performance. I saw a fighter that was thinking in there. I saw a fighter that was counter punching, slugging, coming forward. I mean, he showed me a little bit of everything in that fight, and it's been a little bit of time. I mean, it's been a little bit of time since I've seen a fighter who is 19 years old step up like that and actually win. Like, Eric Salubin tried to do that years ago against Charlo for the world title, and he got stretched. So you just never know how it's going to go in these kind of situations. Obviously, Vidal isn't as good as Charlo, but it was still a massive step up in class for him, and he looked every bit of a top contender. He looked every bit of a guy that in this weight class might just be become champion. And he's been talking about, I think he said he wants to become champion before he's 21 or 22. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how it goes. He's 19 right now. he's got a family already. He already has a kid, or he already has a kid and a wife or a girlfriend or whatever and everything. So those are definitely reasons to fight hard and become champion and make everything you can of yourself in this grueling, tough sport of boxing. So I look forward to seeing what he can do. There's definitely a lot of good fights out there for him in the middleweight division. You know, you got guys like Austin Emma Williams, Fedor Chikushin, you know, a lot of fighters out there for him that I like to see him in there with. I personally wouldn't mind seeing him against Fedor Chikushin. I think that's a good fight. They're both ranked around the same, you know, caliber. So why not? You know, and maybe one day he either fights for the vacant belt, or he fights Carlos Adames, or he fights Charlo, and he shows what he can do at that top level. Because, you know, I don't know how good he's gonna be, but he definitely has the poise and the mindset to become champion. And I'm gonna say it like that. I don't say that for a lot of fighters that are you know, contenders or at prospect age, but based on what I've seen, I see a fighter that can go become champion. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's my little thoughts on Elijah Garcia. I just wanted to make this video on him and get him in the True School Sports rotation of videos, and so that we can keep tabs on him. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who do you want to see Elijah Garcia in the ring with, and what did you make of his performance a week or so, or 2 weeks ago against Amilcar Vidal? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from dang it. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.